But why would you write something like that? Because I killed her!
What? Whoa!
It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle. From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Bum bum bum. The plot thickens.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Bum bum bum. The plot thickens.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but...
I'm just waiting for Byakuya to come in, and he was at the scene of the crime too, and maybe the 3 of them were in cahoot? No, I can't see the 3 of them working together. Never mind, that's stupid.
But there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I was gonna say that. I was like, at least Hiro admitted it. You know, at least eventually he had the balls to kind of like come clean.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
It's because you're wrong a lot.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Yeah, you don't think that this might have been... So one thing about this that's kind of frustrating is, and Hiro seems to do it the most, is like remembering very, very important information late into the trial. You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone.
Oh.
Toko had disappeared.
Must have been Toko in the locker.
And you just now decided to share that with
Yes, I will agree with Byakuya on that. Like, that's frustrating.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I thought she admitted that she did. Maybe she didn't.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
I'm just waiting for Genocide Jill to pop out at any moment. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko is hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Oh man, a new element. Oh, I thought I was all done with these. So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during your final strike without a second thought. Oh, it's a final strike, okay. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your Oh, that's true, because they have like pointed out exactly the one to use. Okay, you'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the L1 button. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I know what I need to pick, so that's okay. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Good luck and have fun. Oh boy, I hope you guys are, I hope you guys want to watch 20 more episodes of me playing this.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
Oh.
That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
Okay.
That's enough!
There we go.
This should prove
Boom. I've got a total handle on the bullet time battles. No worries there.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Are we able to do fingerprinting?
Okay then, let's just compare
Ah,
it to
there we
your
go.
hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Bum, bum, bum. I wonder how many of these bullet time battles I'm gonna have to do. I still feel like at some point I'm gonna have to do one for Hina because she is so in denial if it doesn't turn out to be one of these three.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
As soon as Byakuya tells her to do it, she's like, okay, master.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did.
Straight up again.
Why don't we just have Byakuya asking all the questions?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
I can't believe Toko actually did it. If Sakura asked me to meet her, I would be like, nope.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
And also saw you try and frame her.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Right, but she couldn't admit that because then she would be telling everyone that she was in the rec room too, so she had to stay quiet.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
Why would you not just take it with you?
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
Oh, she wasn't dead yet?
there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood,
Oh.
I fainted. Right
So
there
it
in
could have been
front of the
Genocide Jill.
magazines.
But no, she wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't think she would.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll...
Yes, I knew Genocide Jill would be making her way back. It's weird that I like talking to her, but she just has so much energy. Her, you mean?
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Wait, did Byakuya have some sort of thing in this?
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time!
Once again, I highly doubt that it was Jill either. It's got to be more than that. But I'm like, who else could it be? I mean, other than, you know, you boil it down. Kyoko, I don't think did it. I definitely didn't do it. Sakura may have killed herself. And then there's Hina. Once again, don't think it was her, but I can't rule her out.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
I don't.
Hey, come on.
I don't think so.
You know.
Hiro doesn't strike me as a very strong, like, person.
But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Oh, Hina, just calm down. I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
And I mean, that's the thing is like Hina could be like just wanting to vote because she's ruled by her emotions and someone admits to it and she's just like, I want justice. But she could also be doing that so people vote for the wrong person. And I don't know. I feel horrible for even thinking it might be her.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
I feel bad that I don't.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
I hate to be called an idiot, but I don't really know what he's saying, so.
This is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Okay, I can't screw this up this time. I need to make sure I have the right one selected before I go for it.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
Wait,
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Nope, that's not true. That's not true. Because she was... Yeah, she was too far. So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is... Where did Sakura die? Okay, this one's easy. And look, I even have the exact one, I'm pretty sure.
Sakura was right there in front of me!
Yeah, I have the right one picked, so... Awesome.
You were taken by surprise.
Of course, it's the one right at the end.
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Go, 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 go. Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that one was easy.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Okay, I admit, you were right.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Well, there was, yeah, there we go. There's the blood in front of it.
I got it!
Yay, got my 5 hearts
Sakura
back.
was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
This is just proving just how hard it is to take Sakura down. She gets hit with 2 bottles. Still wasn't enough.
The blood stained by the magazine.
So a
was
third
proof of
person
that.
came in then.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Okay, Hiro, you can't be mad. You did the exact same thing trying to blame Toko, alright? So...
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Aw.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
This is true. This is the thing that encompasses the whole trial.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because... No, because the locker was already open. I was in the locker. I did it.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
Yeah, how did she get out?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
Oh, I guess she must have got out before... I'm thinking, did Sakura, like... She didn't want to be disturbed anymore. She's like, I'm so sick of people hitting me in the head. So after Toko left, maybe she just barred up the room so no one could disturb her. I don't know.
You not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
We haven't even talked about the poison yet. Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Alright. I like these ones here because then I don't have to worry about doing those flashback things.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh, the yellow powder?
So you're dead set
Maybe?
on blaming me, huh?
There's one place I might find a clue. It would have to be written. Oh, well, thank you for saying that because I was about to pick the yellow powder. So, all right. I'm just gonna check what's in the Monokuma file. Oh yeah, that's right. At some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay. All right. Well, there we go.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Go, 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 go. Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
All right, back to the swing of things, guys. Had a little bit of a rough start on this one, but hopefully I can keep this momentum going.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
He was like, what if I am into dead bodies? You got a problem with that?
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most
Okay, we're
likely,
dancing around it. Come on, we know what it is.
Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you for finally saying it.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Uh-huh.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you could have.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful
So that was the
poison,
one that
but it'll
was
still kill you
in
if you drink
the,
an entire bottle.
that was the one that was in the shelving unit with all of the protein, dietary stuff.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter
I can't
is
believe
where I
someone just
found it.
left it there. They didn't think to put it back. Someone did a sloppy job.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And
Oh,
in C,
reagents.
a
I said
variety of
regents.
lethal chemicals.
Oops.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
She's like, just to know for later use. Although she does say she only uses her scissors. Maybe she wants to be a little creative.
Well,
Don't tell
that's
people where the
question,
poison is.
isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us, I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements. I'm section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
So either someone poisoned Sakura's bottle, or she poisoned herself. And that's what made me think, oh, please don't let it be Hina, because, like, Hina would know where all of the dietary stuff is, because, like, her and Sakura were the only two who, like, really were into that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
if it's
so?
her,
Why?
my heart, I don't think it's going to be able to take it, you guys. Like, I'm really hoping Sakura killed herself, as harsh as that is to say. I mean, I'm really hoping Byakuya did it, but I know he probably didn't.
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and... Oh, that'd be so funny if he just died. I'm just like, yes! He's like, oh... He thinks he's right all the time, he drinks it, it turns out to be the poison, he's like, for once, I wasn't right. We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Oh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master, real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
So dismissive. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue, but you'd think that there would be, like, traces of the poison in there. That's still really dangerous.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Okay, in that case, it can't be Sakura, because why would she go to the trouble to switch the powder and the poison? She would just add it to the protein shake. Oh. I mean, that conversely, the poison must have been in, could it be... Yeah. Alright, it's R. Oh. Come on, give me any, give me any. Oh my god, come on. Okay, D. There we go.
Now I understand.
Oh, I feel as I'm getting closer to this, I have a feeling of who it is and I don't like it.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene.
I got it!
Please,
You're
please
saying
don't let
they
it be
gave her a
Hina,
protein drink,
please.
right?
I feel like Hina would be the only one that Sakura would trust to, like, you know, drink from, considering that everyone else was suspicious of her. Please, God, don't let that be true.
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
Oh, Hina, please don't be the killer, please.
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of
Oh
aches and
no,
pains.
please don't tell me it was Hina and she came and be like, oh my god, you're hurt, let me go get you. And then she ran up to, oh no, but no, Sakura had, wait, hold on. Sakura had the yellow powder on her feet, because I was thinking of, like, if it was Hina, maybe she was like, let me run and go grab you a protein drink if you're hurt. And then she mixed the poison in, but then Hina would have the stuff on her shoe, so maybe Sakura went up and got herself the drink, but then someone switched it. I don't know.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
Oh god, please just I want to get this over with. I want to know who it is.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for
He's talking
anyone
about the
to see.
footprints. The evidence that shows who switched them, it must be what we found in front of the shelf.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving
okay.
their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
No. No.
The footprints. They're mine.
But they were on Sakura's shoes.
Hina?
Oh, no.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
It can't be.
Yep. I did it.
Ah,
I killed Sakura.
what did it? Ah, stop this.
Just as I suspected.
This can't be it. No.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers. The only people wearing sneakers are... Oh, well. Oh, me too, right. Ha ha ha. Because I
Me and
put
Hina
my
are the
shoes
only
there.
ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
I love how I almost picked the one with Byakuya in them, because I'm like, I just want it to be him so bad. Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself. And I was thinking, too, the fact that he said my feet were too big. I had a feeling it was a girl.
If
But-
the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
It can't be.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
I noticed that, but I was hoping it was because she just wanted the justice for... And I know how she is. She's very, like, jumps to conclusions a lot.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
No, 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 no.
I can't believe
This
it.
can't be it. This can't be all there is to it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
Oh.
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed
I
her
said
the
that
concoction.
too. Tina would be the only one I think Sakura would really trust.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
If this is true, why? Why?
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is this why everyone said that this was going to be like a really, like, no. No, no,
Is
no.
it true?
There's got to be another twist to it, right? Like, first we thought it was Hiro, then we thought it was Toko, and then they thought that they killed her, and then...
Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
Just say something.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt.
What, she just wanted to put her out of her misery?
She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched
I
out the
just can't
protein
believe that she
powder,
has it
and
in her
that's
heart
when
to
you
do
gave her the
something like
poison
that.
mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
But why was that on Sakura's... Why was the powder on her shoes? Because did she spill it on
Hold it.
herself? Yeah, please, Kyoko, please, please, God, please stop this nonsense.
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Sakura must have done it, and Hina's trying to cover... Like, did Sakura kill herself, and Hina's trying to cover for her?
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here
But why
isn't
would
so
Hina
hard.
do that? Because if we get this wrong, we're all dead.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Kyoko, if you can turn this all around, I will forgive you for all of the crap you put me through.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Where the bottle is? That's right, the bottle, the figure.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Oh, that.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
This is such a strange trial where everyone is claiming they're guilty.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that?
Hahaha, it's nice to see Byakuya being like, everyone's doubting me.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So
Why?
I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's just how it was.
I'm so relieved if it's the case that Hina didn't actually do it. Oh my god, please let that be true. Please, please, please. I knew she didn't have it in her heart.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is
He
the
just doesn't
culprit.
want to admit that he might be wrong.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
I guess the footprints don't quite... I'm trying to think, do they really work if that's what happened?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder.
But then there was
and
no...
that's where I switched them.
Okay, but then there's no footprints in front of Section C.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it
Oh.
and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
No, I'm still thinking there would be footprints if she were to... No, that doesn't quite work.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A.
Yeah, because
Do I
there should
have
be
that correct?
footprints on Section C if she spilled it.
Yeah.
But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Nuts? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long
Oh, I
until you're
can't wait.
satisfied?
I can't wait to prove him wrong. The fact that he can't even notice something so obvious. How long until we figure it out? Till I uncover the full truth of this case.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
Okay.
And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
In the chem lab, where were the footprints and in what direction were they facing? Okay, those facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us.
First,
Okay.
I went to Section
So,
C.
okay. It's gotta
That's when I
be...
grabbed the poison.
The footprints in the powder
And you
is the
spilled some of
clue.
the
It's just a matter of
powder on
picking the
ground in
right
front of the
one.
shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and
I
then?
moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched
No,
the powders.
okay, that's...
Once I
Hold
was
on,
done,
unless
I
there's
put the
one I'm
bottle
missing.
filled with the protein powder
Back in Section A.
Then I took the bottle with
Okay.
the poison in it and left the chem. That's all there is to
Honestly, that's enough.
Okay, I
How
think
much
it's
longer
the
must we
Section C
tolerate
to
this?
Section A because the footprints are in the wrong spot.
First, I went to that's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder.
Yeah. When I grabbed,
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to.
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Booyah.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah. What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
I can't believe Byakuya missed that.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the
Ha
meaning
ha
of this?
ha. That's right. You got told. You missed obvious evidence, ya dingus.
Well,
I really want to know why in the world she's doing, why she's taking the fall for
You
it.
lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints,
It would be so funny if it ended up being
movements in the chem lab
Byakuya.
are
If that's the
obvious.
case, this is the best trial of all time. You guys are totally right.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A.
Okay, so the powder had already been spilled, so that's probably why Sakura had it. Wait, no. I don't know if that works, because Sakura did... I can't get past the fact that Sakura had the powder on her... Oh, sorry guys, I am getting a phone call. Hold on, just a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the fact that I can't get past that Sakura had the powder on her shoes as well. And I'm trying to think, is what she's wearing, are those sneakers? And maybe people just didn't think about Sakura wearing sneakers as well. So if the powder was already spilled, then maybe that was Sakura who walked through them and... Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to
So
keep
you
going
never
and
went to
they'll tell me
Section
what's
C.
going on.
Whatever you did there, it only involved
So
Section A.
maybe Sakura switched them and then she asked Hina to go get the powder and maybe Hina didn't know that it had been switched? And Sakura killed herself that way and then Hina knew that what Sakura did, but Sakura told her not to... I don't know. I don't know, guys.
well, you see...
It feels like something that Hina would do, where it's like Sakura makes Hina promise to do something, and even if it kills her, Hina will do it anyway. Because they're besties, and Byakuya never doubt the power of friendship.
What the?
Ha ha ha, I just love seeing him just like, he can't believe that he missed it.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Oh, and I love the smirk on Kyoko. She's like, that's right, I got you, bitch.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
What? Did Byakuya do it?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital
Oh,
clue.
she's just twisting the
Truly
knife.
grave oversight.
I love you again, Kyoko.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it? Please tell me he did it.
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Huh?
Me?
I don't know. You threw that at me so quickly. I don't have time to think of an explanation. I was too busy gloating. I've been put on the spot here.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Okay, well that was obviously from the window. But I'm still trying to I'm trying to think of what that has to do with what happened.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
Oh, he seems really
The
put
window
off. I
we
don't know.
broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
So, I don't know if he's this, like, perturbed because he missed this or because he did it and we just found him out.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the... Okay. Sorry, the English on that's kind of weird. Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina said... Section A?
I got it!
Oh, good.
The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
I've been playing, like, I just decided to do this whole thing in one day, so my brain's kind of a little jumbled by now. I've had a lot of things thrown at me, so I'm gonna try not to, like, be too bad at the end here. My head feels a little fuzzy from all of this information.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
So maybe Sakura did do it after all.
It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted
Oh,
there.
okay.
That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Okay, so Hina must have done that. Somehow she was working. Oh, hence the footprints. Yeah, and then she must have been working with Sakura.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
I agree.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because there was the glass. The glass was underneath it, so it was placed there. Because if it was there when the window was shattered, there would be no glass underneath it.
We already
right?
know she was given the protein can with a poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Oh, he's losing his mind.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Wait, if Jill doesn't share memories with Toko, who's to say Toko didn't do it? Because Toko can't speak for herself right now.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh, I love this. I'm just drinking it in. Let the hate flow through you. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. I wonder how much closer we are to this. We haven't even accused anyone yet. Okay.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
Oh, I love seeing him lose his
It
cruel.
was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window, if I concentrate on that.
When it comes to that protein can,
Okay, let me check the information on these things. So there's the empty... Okay, empty protein. The shards of glass from the window that was broken to get into the room were found both around and underneath the container. Okay, that has to be... That's probably
There's no
what
doubt
the
in
thing
my
is. I
mind.
just have to pick the right one, too.
until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely wasn't.
So you're saying someone planted...
No. It had
There's
to have
only
been in
two
there the whole
choices.
time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Okay, I'm thinking it's that one. The good thing about this is I have 5 hearts, and really I only have 2... I have 2 of these ones to choose from, so... At least I don't have like 5 different ones to choose
It
from.
had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there
Eh,
before.
go, 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 go. Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whew.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in.
He's
What
getting
about
more and more angry as time goes on.
Well,
those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Oh, can I frame this picture of him and keep it forever?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's
He
your
has to concede defeat.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, I feel like Hina and Sakura were working together.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sakura did it to herself.
The only
We've
explanation is
ruled out pretty much
she
everyone.
drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility
And then Sakura asked Hina to help her get it out of the room.
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Bum bum bum. So she did.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please,
Wow.
tell us.
Wow. Manners.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab. and
My
took
thing
it
is,
to
if
the rec
Sakura
room.
did kill herself and enlisted Hina's help to kind of cover it up, she has to realize, Sakura has to realize that if Hina is sworn to secrecy and we pick the wrong person, then everyone's gonna die. Like, we would figure it out anyway. I don't understand the reasoning.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Why do I always have to be the one? The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been... Hina? Oh, no, that was wrong. That's right, I killed Sakura. Me, I'm the blackened. Oh, no. No, it was... no, it was Sakura. Shoot. Because we established that wasn't Hina. Oops. Okay. I hadn't made a mistake in a while. Sakura. There we go.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about?
I feel stupid for
There's
picking
no
Hina
way.
after all that stuff we just said about Sakura. Don't mind me, guys. It's getting late. I've been playing this for about 2.5 hours now, so...
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Oh, I feel like we're about to do a, one of those bullet time battles on her because she's getting into, like, this denial thing. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Or maybe Hina didn't know. Maybe Sakura asked her to grab the... I don't know. Because she's really in denial about this.
What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong.
I don't think...
I'm telling you, I did it.
I don't think Hina would agree to do this. So maybe Sakura, like...
You're a liar.
I don't know,
Wrong.
maybe she
You're
lied to
wrong.
Hina about what she was doing.
Wrong. You're wrong. I hate you. You're a liar. What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I did it. Stop talking.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it.
I was waiting for that to finally come up. I've been talking about it this whole time, that yellow powder.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder.
Oh, so she
that
is
had been
wearing
spilled by
sneakers.
the shelf in the
People
chem
just
lab.
didn't even think to look at her shoes because of the fact that she's dead.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
I have to say I'm surprised that Sakura actually has smaller feet than Makoto does. You'd think, because they said that Makoto's feet were too big.
So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Oh, Hina, if she really didn't know, this is gonna be really tough for her to hear.
Wait. So, what was
Yeah.
that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Yeah, the more I'm reading this, the more I realize maybe Hina didn't actually know, because why would she go so hard at, like, blaming the three of them if she actually knew what happened?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over
Okay.
herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it
That
must
explains
have wound
it.
up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because
No, Hina.
I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one who killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. This is so weird, I have to pick a dead person. Oh, Sakura.
Here's my answer.
I should just
The
pick
one who killed
Byakuya.
Sakura was Sakura herself.
Yeah, so I hope you guys, out of respect, knowing what she did, you won't call her ogre or monster anymore. What?
The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Bum bum bum. I was right. Out of, well, I had about 15 different theories, but one of them was correct.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything
Well, if that's the
matches
case,
up.
then that means we don't have to worry about anyone dying, so that's kind of a good thing, right?
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, Byakuya created the locked room. Of course he has a hand of it. No. Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison,
Oh,
and breathed
man.
her last breath.
What a good person she is.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you.
Oh, it was when
wasn't it,
Hina probably said she was going to go get the others.
You did it to throw off the investigation.
Oh, so she, yeah, so she did know. But why would she
When
do
we
that?
found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
The fact that she just took off? Yeah.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Why, though?
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
I can't wait to hear the whole overview and Hina explaining why.
When you were done, You gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Hina, I am so sorry for doubting you. Like, I mean, you still kind of almost screwed us over by throwing off the investigation, but I can't believe I thought you could ever do something like that.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
That is-
Like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the
She does
investigation.
realize that by doing that, she could have, like, screwed all of us over by hiding that fact. We all could have died if we picked the wrong person, especially considering that Hina kept, like, trying to blame it on other people. Like, that's incredibly foolish of her to do.
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
She had, like, we all would have died if we had picked her or Toko or Hiro.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
Maybe she's just, oh god, I hate to think that she's like, Hina's so far gone that she's like suicidal and she doesn't care if she lives or dies. But she's got to think about the rest of us too.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Aww.
No!
Am I gonna have to do another bull time battle with her?
I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
This is such an interesting trial.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Oh, are we doing? Yes, okay. Okay. So leaving the note. Okay. Okay, there's Byakuya reading the note as well. Then Toko. Okay, so there's two of her in the locker. I'll pick the one that looks like she's going into the locker. Okay, so that was him breaking the bottle. Is there anything I missed there? No, okay. Alright, so he smashed the bottle. No, at that point he already has the bottle. I'm gonna guess it's the one where the chess piece is coming out? We never did find that other piece, did we? Oh, and then he's gonna write Toko's name on the magazine. And then him running away. Okay, and then she's coming out of there. Okay, so she puts that back. Okay, which one is that one? Oh, is that the... Okay, I think that's the magazine. Hold on. Alright, so I gotta move that over. Oh yeah, okay, so there's the magazine upside down. Then Sakura wakes up. Oh, look at her. She's like cradling her and trying to take care of her. And then she smashes her over the head. Gosh. Sakura is just such a good person. No hesitation to, Okay. And of course that didn't take her down. Oh, shoot, wait, I think I've screwed it up. Hold on. The bottle, let me just... Okay, just want to make sure I've got the right pieces. Okay, I think that's the right one? Maybe? But then... No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There we go. That's the queen. Okay. Because I just noticed, I'm like, no, that's the wrong one. That was the one that was found at the scene of the crime. Okay, so she gets up. And then she takes the poison. Alright. And then there's Hina. And she put that away. And then put that back? Okay, I hope that's right.
Is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro.
So Byakuya was the
Toko,
only one who
and
was smart
Byakuya.
enough not to go meet with Sakura. So he actually wasn't lying
One
about
of them
that.
headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it.
Poor Sakura, she's just like, hey, do you want a candy? Smash.
Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Okay, I'm glad I made
And
that
just
switch.
like
I almost
Hiro,
made that mistake
she
there.
grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of
Still
weapon.
didn't take her down, though.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
So, I guess Hina really had no idea about it.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Or she did? I'm assuming Hina's gonna tell
We
us
had to
all about
smash
this.
the door's window to get inside. But
Yeah, right,
someone
obviously, because
already
Hina
knew what
already
had
knew
happened.
she was dead, so...
Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves.
Ah, I can't believe Hina would go to all that trouble for some reason.
In an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort.
Aww. I'm just so happy that she's not actually...
Hina.
She's not actually the one who killed her. I'm so happy about that. I was so afraid of that.
That's the full truth of the case.
Aww.
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did
Ha, he has to admit that I'm the one who figured it out, and not him.
How did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams.
Exactly.
That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
That's right. We have emotions, unlike you.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
I don't think this is gonna change him at all as a person, but... Alright, so there we go. I mean, I definitely had some moments where I was a little, tripped up sometimes. Some of them were just really stupid mistakes I made, but for the most part, that was really good. You guys were right. That was an awesome trial. Thankfully, not quite as tough as I thought it would be. So, I mean, I'm curious to see what the other ones, how hard they're going to be.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Well, yeah, we were all talking about friendship and shit. You interrupted
I can
us.
feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
It's gonna be so weird that just like we have this and we're not gonna have an execution, which I'm happy about. If it means that it's not Hina, I'm very, very, very happy about that.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen
Wait,
as the Blackened?
Hina can't be the Blackened, right? Because she didn't actually kill her.
Will you
right?
make the right choice?
It's
or
gotta
the
be
dreadfully
Sakura, right? Right?
wrong? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay, I was like, oh, please don't tell me there's some loophole that because Hina tried to cover it up, that she still gets to be the Blackened. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. He's so upset that he doesn't get to do a, I bet Sakura wanted to take that away from him. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're done here.
existence.
Yeah, he's really upset that he doesn't get to do an execution.
What did
So
you
that's
say?
the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that? See, that kind of upsets me, is the fact that Hina was willing to put all of our lives on the line.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly... Oh, she wanted to punish us all for... Hey, come on. Kyoko and I are cool. We didn't think that about her. Wow, I can't believe that. Of all the things, I didn't even think about the fact that she'd want us to die. I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? Dang, Hina. That is cold. We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? I wonder if she actually wrote that or if that was Monokuma. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't
my
forgive
closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Geez, she's such a good person. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Aww. This is so upsetting that now I have to, like... I have to kind of keep Hina at, like, an arm's length distance away, too, because she was willing to kill me as well. Sakura... She clearly believed... She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... Oh, jeez, that's so... yeah. That's pretty awful. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note meant. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her. Oh, it was after all that happened. Oh, shoot. So yeah, she did meet her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out. Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. Aw. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor. Aw.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. Oh, jeez. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too... Oh, jeez. It was already too late. Oh, so... Oh... So she didn't know too far ahead of time, but she still... That's how she knew.
Please.
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She had weakness, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. Somehow I have a hard time that Sakura... I don't think she hated us, and I especially don't think she hated Hina. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. Oh man, I was really getting into that. I mean, do you really think we have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed.
Don't you think that the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? Aww.
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. Did Byakuya do the other one? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, okay. So it was Monokuma. That's what I said at the beginning. Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. Oh god, guys, I feel like we're gonna get some tears and some feels from this one.
Huh?
Then, you lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. Ugh, you and Byakuya are so cut from the same cloth.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut. I guess he was upset the fact that he wouldn't be able to do an execution, so he had to, like, do something to liven it up, quote unquote.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we had reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Oh, no. I'm tearing up a little bit. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw a weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me. See, it's like I said, even until the end, she couldn't hate anyone.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. Of course, that's not going to be the case. Someone else is going to die. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know
Oh my
that
God.
you are all my most treasured friends.
This is so upsetting. I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself, in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. Oh, that's why Monokuma stole it. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
I bet you Byakuya won't even care. I wonder if he's even going to be affected by this.
Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Hopefully, between this and the whole thing about, him not realizing, the reason that he missed all the stuff in this trial was because he just saw people as just, looking out for themselves. Maybe this will cause him to have a change of heart. I don't know.
No matter what, just survive.
The feels, guys, the feels.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was, totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserved all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? No one blames anyone.
Huh?
Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. Watch Byakuya. He's gonna, be the one to be like, no, I blame her. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one thing we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What?
What the heck?
What?
That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. I knew it. I knew Byakuya wouldn't change his mind. Lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. What? Okay, did not see that coming. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's no
myself.
point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it. Oh my goodness, I did not see this coming at all. Did Sakura's death actually... Is he like the Grinch? His heart has grown 3 sizes? Now I only have one thing to look forward to. And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless Oh, sorry guys. I'm like emotions and my cold and just playing this for so long, I can't English anymore. Sentimentalism? If that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now you can say that... Now can you say Sakura's death had no meaning? I like this music, it's so hopeful. How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Yeah, and good music on. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to
It's the
punish
moment
you
you've all
guys?
been awaiting. Punishment? What? Wait, what? Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh god. Oh heavens no, just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bear times 1 rule?
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it would be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it
Wait.
It's punishment time.
Who? Oh, what? What's happening? What's... Chihiro! He found Chihiro. I mean... I'm upset because I like Alter Ego, but at least it's not... I was so afraid he was gonna take out, like, Hina or someone alive. Oh, my head hurts. My head hurts so much from all of this. I feel bad that this doesn't really affect me as much. Like, it sucks, obviously, because, like, Alter Ego was, you know, hopefully gonna help us get out of here, but at least it's not a real person. I was afraid he's gonna, like, dig up Sakura's body and then just, like, punish that. I was like, that's sick. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. See, now that I'm reading this, now I'm just like, okay, I'm a little sad about this. You might think I'm just an inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I guess it's a whole thing with, like, Sakura and Alter Ego, is there's that parallel, is they're both, like, willing to sacrifice themselves for their friends. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? When the soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No, I knew about it from the very beginning. Yeah, I thought it was weird that Monokuma would somehow not notice how, like, sneaky we were being. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey.
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1,000,000,000 times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing, it makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad, like, just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a little bit left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, Hina. Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue? Oh, he's just loving this. He's so doing this on purpose. I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing. Which is, the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. I have a feeling that he, like, somehow wiped everyone's memories because they clearly knew each other at one point, so maybe Makoto knew them at one point too. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys.
That's the whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But, aw, sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line of the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what, and that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school? The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in the movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge things like that.
Yo,
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
but
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But, aw, Hina. Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out. Yeah, that's right, bitch.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once. Is that his, like, very Byakuya way of being like, I accept your apology? Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No.
Uh-oh. There's already a little bit of animosity. No. I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball? Guys, that heart-to-heart we just had with Sakura, and now we're already, like, getting into it with each other? Come on.
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, 'cause you are, sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Well, that didn't last very long. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No.
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to be the abuse give and take. Me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Whew. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Oh my goodness, this has got to be over soon, right?
This is a school, and as such, soon the doors to the dining... Okay then, sweet...
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from my deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh shit, what are you doing in my bed?
Yes, it's me.
Oh god, what are you doing? Why do you look so creepy? What are you doing? What do you have planned?
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. I love how she acts like this is the most normal thing in the world that she got into my room. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Okay, what do you have to say? What is going on? What do you want me to do now? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. Ugh, don't you always? What's your favor?
So...
Remember when Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the... Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Ah, man. I feel bad for saying I want this to be done, but I've definitely been playing for probably about, like, 3 hours by now, and I'm just, like, ready for it to be done. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. Don't tell me that she's having me once again be, like, ambushed by someone. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. She may be inside already? I put my hand to the door and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
You, Kyoko? What are you doing up, mister? Gah. Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, You're trying to tell me you didn't actually burst in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. You look like you might break in at any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko? Now you too? Oh, whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore. That's me a lot of the time in this game.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on. Get out of here. Shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? What? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden
Ah,
somewhere in this school.
right, because there was an extra spot for someone.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Dun dun dun.
Watch out for her.
Her? Okay. Interesting. Alright, well there we go. Now we are finished. That was an awesome trial. I'm happy. That's over. But no, now we've got... I'm so curious about that. Who is this mysterious 16th student? Or 7th, I should say, in this case. Whew. Alright. Well, there we go. I have finished the trial. Got this all done in one shot. My head is spinning. And I am ready to go take a nap and just digest everything that just happened. So this will probably be the last episode for a little bit, at least until after Christmas. So hopefully you guys are okay with a little bit of a break. That's why I decided to do this whole trial, just get it all finished. So just stay tuned for the next episode. If you aren't already getting notifications from my videos, click on the bell. That way you know when the next episode of Danganronpa is out. Hopefully we'll find out some more about this student and everything else that's going on. So if you guys want to see how all that turns out, stay tuned for the next episode. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until then, bye.